Sa-ma-sa, Sa-Dha-Sa, Sa-ni-sa, Sa-ga-sa, Sa-re-sa, Sa-pa-sa, Sa-pa-sa, Sa-ni-sa, Sa-sa-sa, Sa-sa-sa. Hi everyone, this is Jason Zach from Nathaniel School of Music. Now, most musicians, when we try to improve our ear, including singers for that matter, we practice with the piano or with the guitar. So you're kind of improving your intervallic singing knowledge by doing something like maybe da 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 or da 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 da. You're kind of mimicking the piano while it's playing alongside you, or the guitar for that matter. That might not be a great way to practice ear training. It might be a good way to improve your singing, I guess, or just overall confidence as a vocalist. But would you be able to sing the note, the specific note or the target interval without any help of your musical instrument, without even the Tanpura if you use it at a certain point? And can you like Sa-Ga-Sa and then use the piano to check your answer? That's a very nice strategy in general. It's a very old school and I think a very natural way to improve your ears as an artist. And ear training is not only about hearing something and saying, hey, I heard that, or oh, I heard that chord, or is it a major or is it a minor? That brings us into the world of kind of ear training using apps, which is not what people used to practice before the internet or before computers even. So these are some old school methods which I feel all musicians, even now would still do. And all musicians back in the day didn't have an option. We didn't have computers, we didn't have apps, and so on. So these are some old school methods to improve your intervallic ear training. So the whole method boils down to sing it first and then play to check your answer on your piano or your guitar or your trumpet or whatever it might be. Never both at once. So before we get started, it'll be nice if you can consider getting my handwritten notes on Patreon. You'll also have every single one of our lessons laid out for you as posts. So do check it out and your support will help us do more lessons like this. Also, if you like our content, if you've been following us for a while, do consider hitting that subscribe and turn on the bell for regular notifications. Okay, let's get cracking. So first off, let's get the Sa wired up into our system. So you can probably play a G fifth chord or hold a Tanpura if you're a singer. If you're a keyboard player, just play a G fifth and Sa, get that going. You can also hold down your pedal and sing it along with me. Let's first get the scale running. So Sa-re-sa, sing it with me. Sa-re-ga-re-sa, Sa-re-ga-ma-ga-re-sa, Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, or Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, depending on your range. Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, then Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-ni-da-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-ni-da-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, and then Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-ni-sa-ni-da-pa-ma-ga-re-sa, bit high for me. Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-ni-sa-ni-da-pa-ma-ga-re-sa-ni-sa. So now that we have that under the way, we have a grasp on the major scale at least. You can modify it to Sa-re-ga-ma-pa-da-ni, Mixolydian, Sa-re-ga, any all things minor, Sa-re-ga-ma-pa are the 5 ingredients for your minor, where you're changing the third to a minor third. Sa-re-ga-re-sa-pa, Sa-re-ga versus Sa-re-ga. And natural minor would be minor 6 minor 7th. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Harmonic will have the raised 7th or the major 7th as we call it. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, sa ni da pa ma ga re sa, where there's an augmented second between the 6 and the 7, right? Between the dha and the ni. Then we have sa re ga ma pa da ni sa, sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Melodic, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. At least the jazz melodic, which is the same in both directions. Sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Okay, so that's a initial vocal setup or exercise, if you will, to just get wired into all these notes. So now over to the exercise. So the rules and regulations for the workout would be first sing and then play. As I mentioned earlier, you're just using your polyphonic instrument, the piano or the guitar, to check your answer. And checking the answer is a way to actually improve your theory and technique. So this is not just a ear training drill, it's also a theory and practical technique drill. You can, if you sung it well, what if you played it wrong? The assumption should not be, oh, I can play anything. The singing and the playing, hearing, knowing where to press, it's all coming together. It's almost like a 3D activity. You have a technique, ear training, and theory. And also, you heard me singing the swaras, sa re ga ma pa da ni. Those are essentially scale degrees. Sa is the 1, re is the 2, ga is the 3, ma is the 4, pa is the 5, dha is the 6, ni is the 7. We use this usually in the subcontinent, especially places like India, to practice our intervals and our melodies, and it's also used as a performance method. You actually perform with the swaras, and it's very entertaining to watch and experience as well. However, you could also equate this to the Western Solfège language as well, maybe with a movable-DO system where Do would be the G and then Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, and so on. I am not too sure about that system. Becomes a tongue twister at times, but yeah, you could use that system. Or else, if you're new to all of this stuff, just sing la la la, na na na, or whatever. La 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 la, na 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 na. However you prefer, one syllable, whatever works. Whatever doesn't tangle your brain, so to speak. And if you feel you're stuck on a note, if the earlier note is not leaving you, it makes sense to take a couple of breaks, or maybe even do this, to kind of reset your brain and stuff like that. And you could also take a step back and sing as you play, no problem. But the ultimate goal is to sing first and then play. Moving on. So let's begin with our first drill, taking G as the pivot on the major scale. We are going to sing the closest interval, then go next, then next, then next. And later on, for your own homework, you can jumble it. So start off with the Sa. It's okay to play the Sa or keep a Tanpura running. And go Sa, Re, Sa, G, A, G, play. And now we are climbing the ladder. Sa-Ga-Sa, Sa-Ma-Sa, Sa-Ma-Sa, if you prefer the lower. And check your answer. Sa-Ma-Sa. Now we are widening the gap, right? Sa-Pa-Sa. Then Sa-Dha-Sa, that's the 6th degree, which is E. Sa-Dha-Sa. Sing it. And then Sa-Ni-Sa. Then Sa-Sa-Sa. That's the tough one. Sa-Sa-Sa. Octave. Sa-Sa-Sa. Okay, and then try a descent. Sa, 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 sa. Check. Sa, ni, sa. Sa-Dha-Sa. Play. Sa-Pa-Sa. Sa-Ma-Sa. Sa-Ga-Sa. Do it in time. Sa re sa. There we go. So that was up the ladder or going above the sa, or you're treating sa at, let's say, the 0 of the y-axis and going only positive y. Now what about negative y-axis or below the sa? More fun. So that'll be sa ni sa, not sa ni sa. We're going sa ni sa. So ni is close to the sa now. Earlier it was above, right? Sa ni sa, Sa-Dha-Sa, Sa-Pa-Sa, Sa-Ma-Sa. So now you see my head going down. Actually, in some cases, it might be useful because we might be switching vocal registers as we keep, switching the intervals, especially the wider the range. But I'm just doing it to show you visually what's going on. Sa ni sa, Sa-Dha-Sa, E, Sa-Pa-Sa, Sa-Ma-Sa, Sa-Ga-Sa. If you didn't get that G correctly, Sa-Ga-Sa, 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 Sa-Re-Sa, Sa-Sa-Sa, Sa-Sa-Sa, G-G-G, and so on. So get this airtight before you go into the other scales. The major scale could be treated as the foundation. So don't jump, don't rush through the process, and take regular breaks because you're singing, right? So drink some water, stay hydrated, and then let's move forward. So as I mentioned earlier, as you get more acquainted with the major scale in general, you've got all the major intervals. The Mixolydian and all the minor scales, as I showed you, are basically now going to come into play by just altering a few of the ones you already did now. So for instance, Mixolydian, instead of going major 7th, it is minor 7th or flat 7th. So you'll go sa ni sa, not sa ni sa, that's major. Sa ni sa, sa ni sa, Sa-Dha-Sa, Sa-Pa-Sa, Sa-Ma-Sa, Sa-Ni, that's the ni. Sa ni sa, sa sa ni, Sa-Dha-Sa-Pa. While minor, all the 4 minor scales, Dorian, natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor, will all have a flat 3. Sa re sa ga sa ma sa pa, and then sa 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 re sa ga sa ma sa pa sa sa re sa ga sa ma sa pa. While the change for all these minors would be their 6th and their 7th degrees. So for natural minor, sa re sa ga sa ma sa pa sa da sa, sa ni sa, Sa-Dha-Sa, sa pa. So you might want to just get the pa da ni sa, sa pa sa. Check your answer. Sa-Dha-Sa, sa ni sa. While the harmonic minor will go sa pa, sa da, sa ni sa, sa ni sa, sa sa ni sa, sa da, sa ni sa. While a Dorian would have the natural 6, sa ga sa ma sa pa sa da, and a flat 7, ni sa sa. Melodic will have both raised 6 and 7s. Sa ga sa da, sa ga sa ni. So when you practice it, first jumble the notes. Don't do sa re ga ma pa da ni sa and then sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Don't do it in order always. Jumble it, and then you will realize it's starting to get a bit more technical, becomes a better workout, and then it becomes more musical and more creative, which is essentially what I'd want you to do finally. You can compose melodies with your voice, translate them to the piano, or the piano doesn't have to play the melody. It can just be the accompanist or something. And if you're a guitar player, I hope you find this lesson useful as well. We don't have too many guitarists on our channel. If you're a vocalist, I hope you find this useful as well. A tip for vocals would be to learn a little bit of piano just to practice your vocals a bit better, I guess. And don't think that the goal of this lesson is to teach you perfect pitch. We are actually studying relative pitch here, the association from one note to the other note. So we have a reference note, Sa, and then from there we are getting the remaining interval. So that's called relative pitch training. For workout later, I think you should practice it on a couple of keys. Don't just do G, do another one. And the incentive would be, maybe what is your preferred vocal key? Do you have one in the first place? Or maybe you could find one. Can you go up an octave and down an octave in that key? So maybe that's the one for you. Is it F sharp? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like me to continue on more singing based ear training lessons, things like sight singing, or more on relative ear training, let me know in the comments. That will be very helpful for us to curate future content. Okay, thanks a ton for watching the lesson. Do support us on Patreon with my handwritten notes and lots more. And if you'd like to do a structured course at Nathaniel School of Music, you could either consider our self-paced Everything for Life one-time payment. You get ear training, you get notation, you get piano, theory, and lots more. You can also consider a in-person live course at our school, either in group or private learning modes for the instruments that we teach, guitar, piano, and vocals. Right? Thanks a ton for watching the lesson. I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.